Welcome everyone this is day number 7 of the Wisdom of Birth. And start with a little recap. We started off with our opening ceremony and kind of an overall picture of a sacred model of birth, midwifery. And then we kind of focused in on different aspects of it, and it all became a kind of we saw how they developed through different people's talks. So Ma Sophia shared more. I love this rose, Tanika. It's like on your screen. I was just wondering about everyone's roses, because in the opening ceremony, we were asked to start off with a rose. And just this morning, I was thinking how our roses were doing, or however we had put a rose in our session. So Ma Sophia really passionately kind of shared with us that our yoni, our womb, is really full of wisdom and is honorable and respect, like so much kind of more perspective of understanding a sacredness, of our womanhood. Divya spoke more about the energy of birth, going into understanding a sacred feminine energy and the actual and what energy is and how we hold that at a birth. Suzanne shared more on Monday about the primal imprinting and the effect and the experience for the baby and how that is held and manifested through our lives and why birth matters, how we can be more gentle. And then on Tuesday, Rome shared about holding space in birth and breathing exercises and understanding our transference and our own energy and projection. And processing, taking a responsibility for processing our emotions, to be able to hold space. What does hold space mean? All these things. And then yesterday, Marianne shared her perspective and encouraged us to understand so many different ways of understanding intuition and the place of intuition and a knowing. What are different types of knowing? What is intuition and how that comes into our experience and our behavior, I guess, our choices, and the place for that in midwifery. And now it's me speaking about reframing Yoni, and how this also relates to the practical aspect of pushing without tearing, which is what we all really want. So I will, before I dive right in, I had a bit of a morning, and I would just like to invite all of us to just kind of shake off our energy, good or bad, or whatever we need to do, and to just be able to come into that presence. And I'm not gonna, I can play the music. I know it sometimes comes out a bit staccato and I haven't fixed it up, but let's just play the music just in the background. And if you can stand up, you can stand up. If you don't want to stand up, that's fine. If you want to like shake your whole body, let everything move, or if you want to focus on one part, let's just shake out our energy a bit and come here all clean and clear.
Do you want to see? And I can't. I can get my certificate. Yeah, if I don't okay.
And use your, like, shake your yoni area, because we are going to talk about yoni. So get the pelvis also a bit like looser. let the energy that we've all activated and vitalized just kind of settle in our own way. And I want to share the words with you of the song if you can hear it. Oh, she's gone into a solo now. Sometimes some of the hardest things is being responsible for your own energy. And for me, that leads very much into the wisdom of Yoni and the wisdom of birth. The reason the wisdom of birth that you kind of be so responsible for our own energy is because it's a bit like death like that. You just don't have the luxury of time. And you have to kind of like connect and align with where you really want to be. And, you know, if there's any space that is held like within our body that exemplifies that, I would say it's our yoni. That is a place we can always come back to that will make us feel aligned and in our center and nourished again. So let's just start right at the start for me, which is that and that. Okay, so we're talking about yoni, but let's just be clear, everyone is on the same page with what yoni means. So yoni refers to the whole female genitalia. So that is from the outside inside, the vulva or the labia, the clitoris, the vagina, the cervix, the womb, the uterus, womb or uterus, fallopian tubes and ovaries. So this is yoni, but in this class, I am referring to the yoni as the vulva or labia. It's the same, I mean the same things. So I'm going to call it vulva and the vagina. So yeah, because this is what we're speaking about in birth with tearing. And this is kind of your external genitalia. Vagina is also internal, but it's accessible. The womb is not like accessible, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to focus on that within this talk. Has everyone heard the word yoni before? Has anyone not heard the word yoni? Becca? Oh, no, you're answering the first one. Sorry, it was a silly thing to do. Who has heard of the word yoni? Okay, so everyone with a mic on, with a video on has heard of it. Okay, so we understand now, and so we're quite familiar that this is a term that we could be using for our yoni. Okay, so now what are some of the things that women get really, really worried about around birth and the yoni? You can just say it out. I mean, I was terrified. Tearing, exactly. Tearing.
I think another thing is like women not feeling like their yoni is not going to be the same after birth.
Yes, exactly. I think that's huge, but possibly not around our circles because we've left those circles consciously. Yeah, but it's very much there. And can you believe it's going to stretch and let a baby out? It's a bit, I mean, is that like cool? Is it, but that's like, wow, am I really going to do that? You know, so how's it going to stretch? we have those questions. Is it going to stretch? Should I stretch it? Should I? What else do we, come on, in India, I'm sure it's still routine, and probably in South Africa in many places, what do? They do.
Episiotomy.
Oh, yeah, episiotomy also. But before the birth, or you might be worried. Am I too hairy? Should I shave? Should I shave off? How am I going to shave? I can't see. Who's going to shave me? What else might we worry about? Our yoni area and birth. Is it like a comfortable place for people to have?
The pooping part, I would say.
Yeah, so somebody also put here the bum hole is very near to our yoni, so let's include that in the situation. So we're also worried about pooping, and
Lanya, I'm going to, today's Thursday furniture day. You're polished.
oh my can you see me all right?
No, there is a purple haze.
It did this
on your
yesterday
screen.
also, and I don't
Yes,
know
it happened.
what is it.
But it started off okay. It just turned like that now.
Kari, I think it seems to be like a filter.
I know.
Yeah, just please check whether some of the filter is on.
Okay, I'm going to